a video that I thought needed to be done. This is Rexanna with Garden of Herbs. And basically, this is kind of a rush video. And the reason that I'm doing this video kind of in a rush is because these are two herbs that I thought needed to be mentioned. And I'm hoping to get this video out as soon as possible. A lot of people that have been sending me a couple of messages, this is people that are kind of close and nearby. And I hear that it's a lot of people in other places as well. There's a lot of people that have been contacting me and talking to me about their extended family or their extended friends or people in their community that say, you know, there's a lot of people that are going through depression. So being an herbalist, and I do care about hearing this, and some people I'm not in close contact with, but however, there's a lot of other people that I know that I hear this from, and there are a lot of people that want to help their close people that they're by. So, of course, I felt the need to do this video. So, without further ado, there's two really quick herbs that if you're not growing them, maybe you know somebody that's growing them, or you could go on Amazon, or you could go to starwestbotanicals.com and you can purchase them for a very small amount, and you don't have to get a large amount, and you might even be able to go to your health food store and they may have them in the capsules. So anyway, let's get into these herbs. What they are for is they are for depression, anxiety. They can help you with fear. They can help you with lots of things. I'm going to be making a tincture, and then I'm going to be talking about a tea, because this holy basil is a great way to get tea and to get this into your system several times a day. You can also get holy basil in a capsule. But this one that is really good is St.Johns Wort. And St.Johns Wort, I'm going to be going over that, and we're going to be making a tincture just as soon as I finish talking about it. St.Johns Wort is it is a perennial that you can grow. It is actually I learned about this, and I thought it was really cool because I'm a Christian. Well, I'm actually Hebraic root type Christian, but I study. When I was studying this herb, I found out that it's the St. John from the Bible, and so that was really cool to me to learn about that. This herb helps a lot with depression, anxiety, and the OCD type personality, restlessness, and insomnia. People that have bipolar disorder, you know, it can help with that. This is what we're going to be tincturing today. You can use the flowers, the leaves, and you can use the stems, of course. People that do already take some kind of medication, you know, it may you may need to consult with your doctor about taking this herb. Always want to be very careful. If you have that seasonal affective disorder, it can be very effective in helping you, you know, get over this time of year when it gets really dark. You know, you want to always go to the natural sunlight. Get you some sun, open your windows. People I know that live up north, they have certain lights that they use, indoor lighting. I have real bright lights, and I use the lights that are closest to the sun, that mimic that natural sunlight, because it's a very, you can get very depressed from not getting natural sunlight. You need to be very careful. Women who suffer from menopause and menstrual cramping, this helps a lot with that. Even if you're going through hormonal, women that are premenopausal or postmenopausal, you know, you can have different times where your hormones are off balance. And people who are trying to quit smoking, they go through a lot of depression as well. So it's very good to help you with all kinds of different things. I'm not going to go over everything, but I'm just trying to stick closest to people that may be going through difficulty with pain. You get so hot into the pain, and you become so depressed because you have long bouts of pain. So this is a very good tincture, and you could do your own research to find out, wow, you know, how this is really good to help you with depression. Pain and when you go through long-term pain, you can become depressed because you never think you're going to get out of pain. And this is a great herb to help you with that. And I'm just going to quickly, I've used this for quite a few. I'm going to just put about 2 ounces. I'm pretty good at guessing what 2 ounces of herb looks like. And that's probably a good ounce. So we're going to put a little bit more. And I do about the parts method. I'm pretty good about guessing. That's probably good right there. And then I'm going to fill this up right now. This is St.Johns that I get. I don't have. I just haven't found the proper seed, and I'm going to fill this up the rest of the way. I cover it first and let it sit there for just a minute. The rest of the way with 100%, which is usually 50% alcohol and 50% water on my alcohol. And you want to let that kind of soak, because sometimes, even if it doesn't look like it's going to be that much, it may absorb, and then, you know, once it kind of swells up with the water, you're going to be surprised. And then I put my lid on it, and I kind of, because I've gone back the next day. So you're like, wow, I need to add more alcohol in there, because your water actually, your leaves and your stems, and sometimes if they add flowers, and I don't think this has any flowers added to it, but you're like, that looks completely dry in your jar. So always check if you're making a tincture. You know, I cover everything. Then I give it a good shake, because it may not have gotten everything. See that looking all, now it looks really dry. See, you just barely covered it. So you want to go ahead, see, it looks really dry. So you cover it some more before you actually see, it goes all the way through there. It takes a minute for it to actually be saturated, is what I'm saying. That was just like covering up the first layer of what I call dirt. See, now it's kind of getting soaked. It's not really wet. At first, when you pour stuff in there, it's not really wet. It's just kind of getting it. See, and now it doesn't get loose until it's really, really wet. And I'm going to leave that there for a minute. Then we're going to go over. Now, the reason I make a tincture out of this is because this is very concentrated. You're going to set this aside for 4 weeks. And St.Johns wort is going to be very concentrated in the medicine form. And you're going to say, well, I'm depressed right now. I need something right now. Well, that's why we're going to set that aside, and then we're going to go to holy basil. Holy basil is something that you can take You're going to make a tea out of this, and this is good for stress. It has vitamins, antioxidants that help you with your heart, helps you with your cholesterol. This helps you, and if you feel like you're not getting enough of it by the tea, go to your health food store and tell them, I want some holy basil. And whoever's working there can also help you, because this helps like with a urinary tract infection. Make sure. It helps you, it's a pain reliever. It helps people, like if you're really fighting, and I have done this, I feel like I need to be on an antidepressant sometimes because there's so much going on. It has properties for anti-anxiety. It has antidepressant properties in it. It helps you to feel less anxious, more relaxed in situations at times. It helps you handle the pressures of life is what it does. So if you're drinking tea and you're taking some capsules, you can actually, the reason that I have this much and this amount in my home is because it also helps people that have macular degeneration. And my husband has macular degeneration. And so it helps people with it's eye inflammation and cataracts, macular degeneration, glaucoma, vision problems. Taken internally as a tea or as a supplement, holy basil helps prevent eye problems. And if you have it, it's not going to hurt you. So that's why I love holy basil. And I use it a lot in my household. Holy basil, and I love peppermint, so I always mix the two together, and me and my husband drink it quite regularly in our household. The boils and the conjunctivitis with the eye inflammation and the infections really help. So if you have any kind of eye problems, and plus you're nervous and you have anxiety, this is just the way to go. We drink it quite a lot in my house. And if you're thinking to yourself, I'm waiting for my tincture, but I'm also going to drink this, or I'm going to take it in the capsule form. You can take it 2 to 3 times a day in the capsule, plus you can drink this as a tea. So I want to direct this to a lot of people who are going through depression right now, or who are just having lots of problems dealing with today and what's going on in today's society. Just really think to yourself, you can have, it's a 2 to 3 teaspoonful of the dried leaves in boiling hot water. You could do it for 5 to 6 minutes. That's not a really long time. It can help you sleep better. It can help you put your mind at rest so that you can go to sleep. It can help you with your insomnia when your mind is racing. You can sleep, you can wake up, you can have a more pleasant day at work. And for people that don't believe in the power of prayer, I really want to, yes, I want to push this. Just pray and, say, I really want to have a good night's sleep. And just rest assured, you're doing the right herbs. You're incorporating holy basil. You're incorporating a really good tincture here. See, and it's dried up again. It's dried up, so we're going to have to put some more. So you're doing all the right herbs. And these are just 2 herbs. There's a lot more herbs that you can do besides just these 2. So I think that's going to do it right there. And then just keep telling yourself, while your tincture's doing good, holy basil is a great herb for you. And just keep positively telling yourself that you're feeling better while you're doing this. This helps your cells in your brain start functioning better, and start giving yourself some credit for doing good by doing these herbs and taking deep breaths and smiling more and just saying positive things to yourself every day. Read some scriptures out of the Bible. I read scripture every day, and scripture is so good for us. And just tell yourself, I read Psalms every day because Psalms is very encouraging out of the Bible. And I think that's good. This is a 1.5 jar. And this 1.5 jar is about good because you have about 2 ounces of herb and the rest, you fill the rest of it up. And then in 4 weeks, of course, you want to label this with St.Johns Wort. And I was pressed for time, but I really wanted to make time to do this video to let everybody know. In 4 weeks, this is the first week in November, so in about a month we will have a tincture. So if you have the availability to get this, please get some St.Johns Wort and just get 100 proof vodka. It's very inexpensive. You don't have to buy the top of the line. You can get any cheap vodka and just put 2 ounces in a 1.5 jar. You can even cut it and do 1 ounce and do a pint jar. You don't have to have a lot. But for 4 weeks, I would encourage anybody, this is a good measured amount. And I'll put everything in the description below. You can use Southwest Botanicals. That is a very reputable place to get your herbs. You may have a neighbor that's growing this, and I'm surprised sometimes. I have somebody, they say, well, I just use it because I like the flowers. You know, I hear so many people that are right beside me that say, well, I never used that. I didn't even know it was an herb. I was growing it because I like the flowers. So look around you. You may have somebody that they don't care. I mean, now it's November, so, but I had a sister-in-law. She said, come and get all the yarrow you wanted. So you just have to look around where you are. You may have somebody that has some of this St.Johns Wort that they're willing to share or give with you, or give you. Just ask. You'll never know until you ask. But right now, this is Rexanna, just wanting to be an encourager to you, wanting to tell you that don't give up. Just go to your health food store and ask at the health food store, do you know anything about holy basil? Do you know anything about St.Johns Wort? How can you help me? And see if they have these 2 herbs in the capsule. They may have them together. I doubt that, but they may have one or the other. Holy basil also comes in an essential oil, and it's very good for when you get out of the shower. You can rub it on your neck right here. But do not give up, okay? This is Rexanna with Garden of Herbs, and be of good cheer. Everything is going to be okay. All right, you guys have a great day and be blessed. And I'm here to encourage you. If you like this video, or if you need to leave me a comment, or if you have questions, please leave them down below. I'm available to answer any questions that you may have. And please subscribe. And if you need something, I'm here at Garden of Herbs, and that's gardenofherbstx@gmail.com. Thank you, and have a blessed day.